Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the eTrailer tow bar cover. Now this is a great option for those of you that flat tow your vehicle and you leave your tow bar on the back of the vehicle. You're not always hooked up to your flat towed vehicle, so it's nice to be able to protect this while going down the road. If you're just doing a small weekend trip and leaving the rig behind, you can still have this on the back of your RV and have it nice and clean and protected with all of your contents for flat towing in there. And that way when you're ready to use it, it's going to have everything stowed and out of the elements. So it's going to keep it nice and clean while going down the road and prevent really the tow bar from breaking down prematurely just from being in those elements and seeing all that road grime. This is a nice, easy way to protect that investment. Tow bars aren't exactly cheap, so you're going to want to keep yours looking nice, and this is a fantastic way to do it. This is definitely something that I'd add into really any flat tow setup because the chances of this being on the back of your RV and really trying to protect that is going to be paramount. It's starting to drizzle here. I can see the rain beating up. I don't have to worry about that water getting on that tow bar and breaking down seals or causing any corrosion long term. To get this on is super easy. It's going to be adjustable to a bunch of different tow bars, pretty much anything out on the market because of its size, and those straps are super easy to use. So if you want to see how to put this on your tow bar, stick around and I'll show you how to do that. Now, just taking a look at the bag, the quality of it is fantastic. You know, it folds up really nice, so even if you don't have your tow bar on the back of your vehicle, you can stow this just about anywhere. And it's made from a weather-resistant PVC material, so that's another thing too. If you do plan on leaving this on the back of your RV, a lot of times those RVs aren't stored indoors, so you know, even if this is out in the sun, it's going to hold up long term. And again, it's going to be preventing pretty much anything, whether it be UV or any of the elements, from getting on your tow bar, and that's really the purpose of it. Now, we offer a bunch of different brands of tow bar covers. Roadmaster has one, Blue Ox has one, Demco has one, and they're mostly specifically designed for their tow bars and the size that they are, and so they are a little bit smaller than this, but the fact that this one is 40 by 14 means that it's going to count for just about every tow bar out there. And also with that, it's going to make it a lot easier to get all of your cables, umbilicals, and all of your other setup items in there, and you can store them. That way they're ready to go. They're not going to be dangling down like we see here going down the road. And once you slide it over, it's definitely going to be large enough to do that. You have these cinch straps and buckles. So the buckles you can really snap together, cinch this down. It's going to get a nice tight fit around it. So there's not going to be air in there flapping around. It's going to hold everything nice and tight. So let's get this thing on. So with any of your extra parts, safety cables, umbilicals, you can just roll those up really. And once you slide this over, it's going to hold all those in place for you. So I'll get this slid on and then just feed those in. Now the two straps that you have, you can attach to the outside edges, so that way it's going to wrap around it and keep it in place. You could do a crisscross pattern, or you can just run them straight across here. And once you cinch down, it's going to keep it nice and tidy. And I do like there is a keeper for the straps as well, so even after I tighten it down, you know, instead of this flapping around in the wind, you can kind of take this and peel it back in, and that way it's going to hold it in place for you. And you can see it's still pretty loose here around the tow bar, so just a simple pull of the strap will take all that slack out and get a nice tight fit around whatever tow bar you have. All the different adjustment is going to really account to get a nice tight fit around any tow bar that you have, as well as all of your components. So really it keeps this from having to store all of this in a compartment or a basement of your RV. You can leave it on here covered up and protect your investment. Here we use it on an eTrailer SD, but if you plan on getting a different tow bar or you've swapped them multiple times, you don't have to worry about that brand matching it or if it's going to fit. This is going to cover all of them. And that was a look at the eTrailer tow bar cover.